Good evening everyone and welcome to Gundam News. We're getting a new Gundam anime. We don't have any of the details yet, but we do know when and how we'll be getting those details. So, for most people, we'll be watching a live stream that goes live on either the 23rd or the 24th, depending on the time zone you're living in. In Japan, it's going to be 3 a.m. on the 24th, and for people living in the Pacific time zone, it's going to be 11 a.m. on the 23rd. I wish I could be there for the premiere, but at that time, I'll be in an airplane flying somewhere. So expect a potentially jet-lagged analysis of the announcement like half a day later or something. But that is not the only place where you'll be able to get this information. At the San Diego Comic-Con, they'll have a Gundam booth to showcase various Gundam things. One of the things they'll be showcasing is the upcoming Rogue Orbit video game, so we'll hopefully get some more information on that, and of course, the brand new anime. They'll even have a special panel dedicated to it. On the 23rd, from 10:30 a.m. until 11:30 a.m., they'll have special guests from Japan giving you all of the information about the new anime. And in addition to that, they'll also be talking about the future of the Gundam series and how they're planning to make it more international. The good news then is that all of the information in this panel will also be present in the livestream. If you attend the panel, you're just getting it like half an hour earlier. And what you'll also be getting is a goodie bag. It includes a Sorcery of Nimsorcy mini poster, a t-shirt, a Gundam card game Gundam Rogue Orbit promotional card, an inflatable beam saber, a Gundam headband, a Gundam introduction booklet, a Gunpla shopping bag, and a 1/144 scale RX-78-2 Gundam workshop kit version. Sticking with the Gunpla then, the Gundam base announced that on July 11th, Gundam bases in Japan will be selling the high-grade Zagok Freedom version, clear color version, going for 3,630 yen, 22 US. Now, usually I'm pretty about clear color versions because I usually don't feel like they add that much to the model kit other than making it a special edition or a limited edition. But with the Zagok Freedom version, we get a much more clear version of the Infinite Justice Type 2 hiding inside, so that is a really cool effect. Now, it does also make it easier to tell that it is just the torso of the Infinite Justice in there, but hey, you win some, you lose some. And talking about winning, on July the 11th, and other busy days as well, entry into the Gundam base is restricted by a lottery system. Entering the lottery is free, but you do have to win it in order to gain entry into the Gundam base. More information can be found on the official Gundam base website. And that wasn't all for the Gundam base news. From July the 30th until August 16th, a Gundam base pop-up store will be opening up in Aomori, which is no doubt linked to the other Gundam-related thing that is also happening in Aomori around that time. Because from August the 2nd until August the 7th, they're celebrating the Aomori Nebuta Festival, a local Aomori festival that is centered around human-shaped floats called Nebuta. And Gundam will be participating in this event with its very own Nebuta. It's going to be based on the Mighty Strike Freedom and the Infinite Justice Type 2, and it will be one of the lead Nebuta. And that's not all. They'll also be handing out fans featuring the key visual. We've got illustrations of Kigali, Atherin, Kira, and Lacus dressed up as dancers, and they'll be selling limited edition candy. There's chocolate banana flavored English toast and Poro chocolate with apple. And both of these items will of course also be sold at that pop-up Gundam base store. Another headline then is that on February 27th, a Grand Gundam concert will be held at the Tokyo Garden Theater. It is called Hiroyuki Sawano, ex-design of Gundam, UC NT Hathaway Concert. And that title really tells you everything you need to know. The concert will feature some of the best tracks from Unicorn, Narrative, and Hathaway, made and performed by Hiroyuki Sawano. It'll also include guest vocals by MPI, Senarin, Benjamin, Mizuki, and Loco. Quite the concert indeed. And we also got some interesting collaboration news this week, like the life-size Unicorn Gundam appearing in the opening scene for the latest Be Forever Yamato Rebel 3199 chapter. For some reason, the Yamato appears in current-day Tokyo, and then proceeds to fly over some important landmarks there, including the Unicorn Gundam. It's a very amusing watch to say the least, so I'll definitely have the link down below. I also love how they very realistically depicted how people would react if an unknown giant spaceship suddenly appeared in the sky. Take out your phone and take pictures of it, because even though it might kill you, at least you'll get some very nice pictures that you can post on social media. Also, they released some brand new promotional artwork featuring both the Yamato and the Unicorn. The next collaboration news then kinda has to do with their past collaborations with Sanrio. At the Nikkei CrossTrend Forum 2026, Bamco will have a presentation about how technology will transform how IPs and fans interact with each other. The Gundam and Sanrio collaborations are given as an example of this, and they also talk about how AI will be involved in this. So yeah, another technology bandwagon they're jumping on, eh? In related news, it has been over 1 year and 1 month since we last heard something about the Gundam Metaverse, Bandai's latest attempt to use technology to connect with fans. Let's think some more happy thoughts with something floofy, like the Treize Kushrenada Chibinui plushie keychain that has gone up for pre-order this week. It is being released through the Shop Nui online store and Premium Bandai, because of course, and it can be yours in October for 2,200 yen, 14 US. I can think of at least one person who will buy this thing in a heartbeat. Or we can think happy thoughts with Gundam X. A Gundam X 30th anniversary event will be held at Lalaport Fukuoka on August the 1st, and the event will consist of 2 main parts. They'll be showing 4 of Gundam X's most popular episodes, being episode 2, 7, 31, and 34, and then the voice actors of Garrett and Tifa will be making an appearance to give a special talk. And alongside the event, they've also got a Gundam X stamp rally. By collecting 6 stamps, you'll gradually assemble a beautiful Gundam X stamp card, which you can then use for some small benefits. At the Namco Arcade, you can get 1 free play. At the Versus Park with G, you'll get a 200 yen coupon. And if you spend over 3,000 yen at Gundam Side F and then present that stamp card, you'll also get a sticker. Like I said, it's only small freebies, but it is still something cool. And this campaign will last from July the 18th until August 30th. Meanwhile, on the gaming front then, in Gundam Battle Operation 2 for the PlayStation, the Rick Conchio has joined the fray, while on Steam the Gengauzo has become available, and in UC Engage, we've got 2 updates to cover this week. First up, on the 3rd, we got a new event unit assembly featuring the UR M-Machine Titans version and the UR Hazel 2, which was paired with a Battle Rush EX event and a new story event called Engage Gundam Look Out. And then on the 8th, we got a new event unit assembly for the UR Klim Nick and his UR Montero, which then went together with a new Blitz mission event. And also on the 8th, SD Gundam G Generation Eternal also added some stuff. The Gundam 0080 and Extra History stages have been added, as well as a special RX-78 Day stage. And I think it's pretty self-explanatory why July 8th is RX-78 Day. It is the 7th month and the 8th day. And related to the gaming news, official Gundam Game Grand Prix merchandise has now gone up for pre-order and is slated for an August 16th release. There's a cap for 3,850 yen, 24 US, a cooling t-shirt for another 3,850 yen, 24 US, a big silhouette t-shirt for 4,400 yen, 27 US, a lanyard with keychain for 1,320 yen, 8 US, an acrylic stand for 1,980 yen, 12 US, a tapestry for 3,850 yen, 24 US, and a triple set of N Extreme message board acrylic stands. And what's really cool about these is that they are holding an empty plaque, so you can write something on there with a whiteboard marker, or go crazy and use a permanent marker. In other news then, the cover art for the limited edition Requiem for Vengeance Blu-ray storage box has been unveiled, and they showed us some store-specific purchase bonuses for the Iron-Blooded Orphans limited edition Blu-ray and DVD sets. As for the things you could get this week then, we began on the 6th with the Gundam Extreme vs. Assortment Collection Gachapon. And for 400 yen a spin, $2.50, you can definitely get quite the assortment of stuff. Because unlike most gachapons, which have just like one tier of prizes, this one has 3 tiers of prizes. The C tiers will get you one of 8 acrylic stands featuring artwork from the Extreme vs. series, making it kind of a consolation prize. The B tier is 4 different swing cases, which I guess you could use to store your Bandai passport, which is like the card you need to save your progress on Bandai's arcade games. And then the A tier are 2 miniature arcade cabinets. The cabinets themselves are identical, but what sets them apart is what's on screen and also the sounds they can play, because that is one of the main features of these cabinets. They actually play sounds from the game. That's cool. And also on that day, new flash iPhone cases released for 19,800 yen each, 122 US. And if you've been watching Gundam news for a while, these might look very familiar. There's an RX-78, Char Zaku, Final Shooting, Unicorn Gundam, Life-Size Unicorn Gundam, and Fukuoka version Sazabi. And they all come with a light-up feature that is powered by the radio waves emitted by your phone. So, what exactly is new about these? Well, they're for the iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max. For this week's reading material then, there was the 38th chapter of the Battle Tales of Flanagan Boone, which has been released for free online and is linked down below. Although, of course, it is all in Japanese. And what is cool about this chapter is that it reveals more about Flanagan Boone's past and how his family left Belfast to go live up in the colonies. For the apparel news then, Strike G kicked things off with a collaboration with Kamawanu, which is a brand focusing on tenugui, which are Japanese hand towels, and other traditional Japanese things based on Japanese culture. So, for this collaboration, they'll be releasing 2 hand towels in physical Strike G stores on July 11th. They go for 2,750 yen each, 17 US, and the available designs are OG Gundam, featuring Federation and Zeon emblems, or Double Zeta Gundam, featuring AUG and Neo Zeon emblems. On July the 18th then, you'll be able to snag some more emblems with the Gundam series logo mark embroidered tees. Going for 7,700 yen a pop, 47 US, there's 4 different t-shirts with different emblems embroidered on them. There's a small emblem on the front and a larger one on the back. The available designs are light khaki with a Zeon emblem, Char pink with a Char emblem, light blue with Aomori's emblem, and grey with a Mafti emblem. Over at Bankore, meanwhile, they started with what they do best. More acrylic stuff. This time featuring adorable illustrations of the main wing cast sleeping. And there is a very good reason as to why they're sleeping. These acrylic stands are called Yura Yura Yureru, which roughly translates to rocking acrylic stands. And yes, you can rock them back and forth. They've got rounded edges, and they're also thicker than usual acrylic stands so that they don't fall over while you're rocking them. They can be yours in September for 1,100 yen, 7 US, and I wonder what it is they're dreaming about. Also releasing in September are these Miorine-inspired earrings. For 10,450 yen a pair, 64 US, you can choose between her blue bars she wore earlier in the series or her silver triangles that she wore at the end of the series. Also, they're available as either regular earrings or clip-on earrings. For something completely different then, in January, Bankore is releasing a set of G-Quux-inspired pocket watches, and they've had a very interesting take on pocket watches. I'm not sure how to feel about these because the design looks more like a normal watch without the wristband that they then stuck on a keychain. A very expensive keychain, might I add, because these pocket watches go for 17,600 yen each, 108 US, with the available designs being Char, Shalia, and Dren. The differences between them are the name tag and the color of the gem on the pocket watch itself. Red for Char, green for Shalia, and orange for Dren. And for our final Bankore items, I quickly want to go back to last week's Gundam news. Back then, Bankore announced these Athron inspired sunglasses. They kinda resemble Athron sunglasses that he wore in the series, but for the most part, they were just regular sunglasses with the color scheme of the Infinite Justice Type 2. This then led to the most liked comment on this video, being this one by the 12th Night. They should release an anime faithful sunglasses collection for Gundam. Franchise got some killer designs from Quattro to Harry Ort to Tatsuya Yuki and more. Not only stylish, but quite some variety as well. And well, it might not be one of those, but this week, Bankore did announce Char sunglasses, the ones that he wore when he called Garma a spoiled brat. You can get the regular sunglasses for 15,400 yen, 95 US, or you can go for the Giranzabi version for 16,500 yen, 102 US. And what sets the Giran version apart from the regular version is that they have Giran's reflection drawn on them, perfectly replicating the scene from the anime. I wonder how it is to actually wear these. But anyways, both pairs will come with a matching Char custom case and a Char custom cleaning cloth. And if you want to display your sunglasses, you can also get a Char glasses stand for 3,300 yen, 20 US. And all of this stuff is releasing in January. And it wasn't just Strict G and Bankore announcing some Gundam apparel this week. COSPA announced some Requiem for Vengeance things. For 770 yen, 5 US, there's a Red Wolf Squadron outdoor sticker, or 4 mini stickers, and for 3,300 yen, 20 US, there's a bunch of different t-shirts. There's Solaris Unidentified Zaku Black, Solaris Unidentified Zaku Burgundy, Gundam EX Grey, Goof Custom Beige, Red Wolf Squadron White, Red Wolf Squadron Moss Green, and Midnighters Grey. All of these things will get a regular release in late October, but they will already be up for purchase at the COSPA booth at the Summer Wonder Festival, which is held on July the 26th. And that has been all for this week's Gundam news. As always, a big thank you to the Patreon supporters. I hope everyone watching has a great evening, and I'll see you all next week with more Gundam news.